Hey, so let's make sure you're on the right video. This video is for those of us who have not really done much work with our Bitmoji slide, not much work with our attempt to slides from this week and last week. And so you're really starting from scratch. If that's you, you're in the right spot. Let's get going. All right, first thing you want to do is open up the two documents that we're going to focus on first. And that's going to be under the project materials. And so those two assignments are the attempt to assignment, as well as the answer bank to copy and paste. So what we're going to do is we're going to be copying and pasting those answers into our slides. So go ahead, pause the video, get these two opened up. Once you have them opened up and loaded, press play. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead to my solutions. And what I see on my solutions is that they're all over the place. Like this one's a number 5, but this one's a percent. This one's just a 5. This one's a percent. We got another percent. So the first thing I want us to do is organize this. So go ahead and shift all of the answers that are just numbers to the left. Shift all the answers that are just percentages to the right. Pause the video now. Shift all to the left, shift all to the right, percentages to the right, just the values to the left, and press play when you're done. All right, here you go. So I've got mine separated now for the left and then the percentages on the right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer these over. And instead of copying, what we're going to do is cut and paste. So actually, I want to change this to say cut and paste. And so let's go ahead and learn what that looks like or what that means. Once we click on the image we want to move, we're going to go ahead to edit. And we're going to edit and we're going to say cut. What that does is it picks it up from this slide and we're going to move it to this slide. Now, the first slide is just talking about the median cost of a home to median household income values. It's not talking about a percent. So if I'm inserting something that's not a percent, this is where it goes. So let's go to edit. Let's go to paste. All right, cool. I just transferred it over. Now, what I want to do is realize that there is a connection between these words and the way I wrote this fraction. And the way I wrote it was the median cost of a home is on top, but the median household income is on the bottom. So now we just need to identify, well, what race has this median household income? And when I go to my data, it looks like it is the white race, $65,041. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move it to the white race. We're gonna then go ahead and pause the video, move all of those to the correct location on this slide. Once you're done, press play. All right, now we're ready to move over the percentages. So doing the same thing, click on the image, go ahead to edit, go ahead to cut, and then we're gonna go ahead and insert that to the other slide. Now we're in the second slide. So we're gonna go ahead and paste that. Great, so we went to edit and we went to paste. And once I did that, I got my image up here. We got 21%, but if I'm looking at my data, it says median household income, and I've got 65,041. Well, once again, that's the white race. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that over there. And what you're gonna do is the same thing with the remaining pieces. Once you're done with that, go ahead and pause the video right now and play once you're done. All right, you're almost at the last step. Now, I didn't finish mine, but what you want to do at the last step is you want to write a summary. What that just means is that I want to know what the actual number here represents, as well as what race it represents. So what does that mean? Well, if you were looking at this information and I was to talk about this data right here, 15%. Well, I know the data, it says, uses the 47,675. And I know if I move this piece right here, that represents the Hispanic community. So I know I have to move it down to this location here. So let me go ahead and try to move it. And then remember, try not to edit the template while you're doing that. So I know it's in the Hispanic community. There we go. All right. What that means is I'm going to then think about that 15%. 15% represents the percent of the home that can be paid with 1 full year of income. So I want to know what that information means, which is what I just said, and then just include all of the data, all of those numbers for the race that they represent. Once you do that, go ahead, press pause, and then press play. Lastly, I want you to try to fill out this summary and the last slide.